there, I'm Iris, and welcome to PowHeard by Voice. With over 12 years of work developing leaders and mentoring teen girls, I'm excited to extend my reach by helping you power your voice as a platform, not a performance, so that you are truly seen and heard. Join us. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first debut episode of PowHeard by Voice. I am Iris Sweeney, and I'm so glad you've joined us. We're going to have so much fun together, helping you discover your voice and how to use it. So you may be asking, what exactly is it? What's the spin here? Well, when we talk about voice, your voice, we're really creating a personal space for you to own. What is uniquely you? It's so practical in that everyone uses it every day, right? But your voice is really meant to be a standout for you when you understand that it is also your platform. You know, there is absolutely no one on this planet that has your voice and that uses it in the same way that you do, because attached to it is your personality, your experiences, your life. So it really becomes your story. It's a tool for you to express yourself in remarkable ways. And whether you are with an audience of one, and we have to start thinking of ourselves as being in front of an audience of one more often than we would be in front of an audience of 100, right? So one person is an audience that is important, and that is going to be the place that you're going to start to build your voice. So I'm going to promise you now that as you become comfortable with your voice, it really is going to be an identity for you. And from that platform, you're going to learn how to build a stage for yourself. Getting comfortable in a place to do this on a daily basis is where we want to go with this. Now, you might be saying, oh my God, how am I going to do this every single day? But really, when you think about it, it's your voice. This is something you're using every day, right? So it's just a matter of being more intentional with it. Now, for me, I talk to myself. I do this on a daily basis. I really do. It's just become such a habit for me, but it's been a very healthy habit for me. And what we're going to talk about is how you can stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself. And granted, that's going to be uncomfortable at first. And quite frankly, that is the point. So would you rather get uncomfortable engaging in something you will be doing every day in order to get better at it? Or this idea of putting yourself in a performance through public speaking, the tradition of public speaking, where you are frightened and on a stage in front of people and you've practiced, but oh my God, what if I make a mistake? And who wants to do that? That is not fun, and we're all about having fun here. So we are going to back out of that concept altogether, and I want you instead to get intimate and comfortable with who you are. Now, I know that can also be scary, and for me, it was as well when I was much younger. And you know, as women, we have all these thoughts that we put inside our heads. We have full conversations going on inside our heads, and that plays out in our voice. You know, we oftentimes think that what we have going on in the inside becomes our little secret. But in fact, those thoughts shape us. And so we want to practice voice so that what we're doing on the inside comes through the outside, and what we're doing on the outside, it influences our inside as well. So we're going to stand in front of the mirror and really see ourselves. So I'm going to start with a story. And this was years ago. I think maybe I was in my mid-20s. And I'm not quite sure how I came into this place of being really insecure and not confident. But, you know, I guess we all go through that at some point in our lives. And so during this period of my life, I would avoid mirrors, especially in the morning when I was doing my routine of, brushing my teeth and washing my face and all that good stuff. I would keep my head down because I thought, well, I don't really need to look at myself while I'm doing this. So I'll just wash my face, brush my teeth without ever looking in the mirror. Can you imagine trying to do that with makeup? Now, I don't quite remember how I handled the makeup part, but it's almost as if I was looking beyond the mirror, looking but not seeing. And I know that sounds nuts, but we can all be nutty sometimes. I'm being vulnerable here, so give me some bonus points. Thank you very much. But the long and short of it is, I'm no longer in that space. Fast forward to today, and I have a great relationship with the mirror, and I want that for you as well. So no matter what point you're starting at today, if you can look at yourself in a mirror and really see yourself, and you can practice this in the morning before you start your routine and the busyness of your day, or maybe you want to do it at night when you're winding down before you go to bed. You just want to look in that mirror and just, see yourself. And perhaps you say something to yourself based on what you see. And this is supposed to be positive affirmation, so make sure that you're not saying negative things. And it can be as simple as just an affirmation, an acknowledgement. Hello, I see you. Or you might reminisce about your day and tell yourself how proud you are of yourself, how excited you are. You had such a great day. You were productive. You met your deadlines, so on and so on. Very, very simple, but it helps you to have conversations, quick conversations with yourself. And you should really be playful because this sounds silly. You're going to feel silly, so you may as well have fun with it. What you are doing is you're having a relationship with the mirror that allows you to be yourself. It's a conversation with you. And the more comfortable you are looking at yourself and learning who you are, that is the beginning of developing your voice. It does not begin with the material for a speech. It begins with knowing yourself and who you are, being authentic and comfortable with that. And that will play through in everything in your life. This is a life skill that you are developing here. Now, obviously, you can move that conversation from the mirror into your real life so that you are creating conversations in a very intentional way with friends, at work, at school. Natural ways of practicing. Here's something else that you can do with your voice, and we can step back from the mirror now. You can grab your favorite book, a favorite passage, and just read it out loud. I have always loved reading out loud from a very young kid, and especially from a book that I love because it brings a new dimension or a greater dimension of hearing the voice of the author when you read out loud. Now you can layer this, and as you read or whatever the exercise is that you're doing, let's just say you're reading from a book, as I was saying before. Now start to ask yourself questions. And through the journey that you're going to have with me, as we go along, we're going to be looking at 3 questions always. And so you can start to put these questions into your own repertoire. And the first question is, what are my first impressions here? Second is, how did that make me feel? How did that speaker make me feel? How did that person make me feel? And lastly, was there anything there that sparked my curiosity? These 3 questions are going to become our mantra together so that we can create a journey that helps you in your personal expression. You're going to learn to love this. It's going to be so much fun. So remember, your voice, as I said early on, it's your platform, meaning it's your unique way of presenting yourself to the world. It is your tool. It is your instrument. And the more that you know how to use it in the simplest of ways, again, talking to yourself out loud, reading out loud, creating conversation, asking those questions, and what all of that sounds like, the better you will become as a speaker. Lastly, remember that life is not a performance, and that's why it's so important to practice using your voice in your natural tone every day. Create conversations with friends that you are most comfortable with. Ask those questions to spark the dialogue with others. And last but not least, stand in the mirror. See yourself first, and you will begin to hear your empowered voice. Ciao for now.